Good morning, and how are all my woolly friends today? I think fall is here. We kind of had a little bit of an Indian summer, but the rain today, I hope you're getting rain. We've got a little bit out there. I think it's going to usher in some cooler weather. We're going up to Pokagon this weekend, and my husband says, I think we need to take a jacket. And I said, well, why? And he said, because the high is going to be 50. And I went, yeah, that might be a good idea. Or we could just go buy sweatshirts. So enjoy the fall. It's kind of a time to start slowing down, pulling out some more of your stitching. It always seems like fall and winter is a time that people like to work on a lot of wool, but I know some people work on it all year round. But it just seems like it's a heavy, warmer fiber that you work on when it's cooler. So glad to see some of you are keeping up with all of your ornaments. I appreciate the pictures you've put on the Insiders page and comments on the YouTube. We do look at those, and glad to see that you guys are enjoying this. So we're moving on. This is number 9, and I believe we've only got 3 more to go. So, yep, we'll be done in January. So you'll have some nice ornaments to put on your Christmas tree. When it starts getting cooler, I start edging more towards decorating for Christmas, but I was good. I finished doing all my fall decorating last weekend, so that'll be up through maybe November. But then we go all out Christmas, so I'm excited about that. So today's ornament is called Oh Holy Night Trees, and this is the ornament you're going to do. It's the burgundy and pink one. And again, this is a very easy ornament. This has been good for those of you who have just started out in wool and wanted to get your feet wet. Probably the hardest part is learning the embroidery stitches, which we're going to do a new one in this one, and it's the Lazy Daisy stitch that's here on the snowflake. But again, I believe we've had that in some of our other ones. It's an easy stitch, which I'll show you how to do here in a second. I've got 2 different size buttons that 3 different size buttons that you'll be putting on here. Those will be included in your kit. Sorry, I have a little frog in my throat. And this is what comes in your kit this time. This is your wool. You've got your background piece here, and then this long strip is going to be behind each of your layers of the tree. You'll have 3 flosses. These will be new flosses. Your little pack of buttons. Don't lose these. See how small those are. And we don't want you to lose those. And here's a tip when you're working with buttons that are small. Put your buttons on a towel or on another scrap piece of wool. Anything that's going to keep them from bouncing if you drop them, so that you don't have to go searching for buttons that you lost and it rolled under the couch, and you're not going under the couch. So that's everything that you'll get in your kit. You'll be getting a good collection of your DMC flosses, so keep those nearby and everything all together. So in the back of your book, it has the embroidery stitches, and the Lazy Daisy stitch is in your second row, and it's a very easy stitch. I'll try to do this for you backwards. So where I've got these 2 stitches, we're going to come up at what they call 1, and you're going to pull your floss through. You're going to make a loop, and you want to make sure you have that loop up above your needle, because you're going to go down at 2, and depending on how big of a petal you want, that's how big this area is going to be. You want to bring your needle over the loop, pull it through, and if you pull it really tight, you're going to make a really funny looking petal. So just pull it snug, and then you're going to do like a locking stitch, which you'd be going down at 3, and that's going to keep it together. So do that one more time. I tried to keep close, but that one I didn't. So come up at 1. I hope I have enough floss. You're going to make your loop, and you're going to go down right very close to 1, not in the same hole, but very close to 1. and then how big you want your petal. That's going to be how far over you go. Pull through so that your floss is overlapping, pull it snug, and go down. And that's going to secure it. So if you do them close together, like here, you're going to get that daisy effect. Mine are a little bit off, but I'm trying to make sure you can see it on the camera. So that's your lazy daisy stitch, and that's, you do it here on your snowflake. So what you might do is go ahead and do the 2 long stitches and then your French knots, and then tuck your lazy daisy petals in where your long stitches are. So you'll do 3 of those. 2 of them are bigger than the other one, but it makes a good snowflake. I like that. Okay, very easy. If you have any questions, please call the shop and we'll answer your questions, try to talk you through it, or pop in and we'd be happy to help you out. Lenine and I sat down last week and kind of started looking at wool patterns, and we had a lot of fun, I'll just say that. So I wanted to show you the new patterns that we got in so that you can finish or continue your journey. We're never finished. Continue your journey with wool. So this is really cute. We don't have a lot of Thanksgiving themed stuff, but this is by Cottonwood Creations, and it's called I Love Turkey. Now these, when they're finished, they're not that big. They're probably between 3 and 4 inches. But look how much fun you can have with that. You can use him for a pincushion. It looks like they've put him on a little...
Tilt it more, the top towards me.
Like that?
A little bit more.
Got a glare.
There, yep.
They have him sitting on a little pedestal, so you can use him for a decoration, a pincushion. You can tuck him into a dough bowl. There's a lot of things you can do with him, and he's really cute. He's a good turkey. He's got some good colors in it. This would be a good stash buster. If you've got a wool stash, you could use those. And that was by Cottonwood Creations. Another one of our favorites is All Through the Night. And this is a needle and thread book that's got a fun little...
I didn't see that one on the floor.
I think Lenine ordered only one of some of them.
Okay.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's got a little
I love this
saying in that. Peter, can you read that? It's upside down to me.
It says, I cannot count my day complete till needle and thread, did I say and? Needle, thread, and fabric meet.
Ah. Yeah.
So that's a cool saying.
Yeah, so you can keep your needles and your
Scissors.
tuck little things in there, your scissors.
I like it has a little flap, like it overlaps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's a fun one, quick and easy. And then we have 4 little pillow. They're called bowl fillers. And this one is called Happy Jacks and Candy Corn. And these come with the design printed on here. And then you would just add your wool and a few embroidery stitches, which you guys are pros at by now. So these would be easy to whip up, and then you make the little pillows out of them and tuck them in your bowls, or any little spot you need a little something for the holiday. And I picked these up a couple years ago. Haven't finished them yet, but this is a Christmas bowl filler. And you've got all things Christmas in here. And it's the same thing. You get the printed fabric in here, and then you cut the pillows out, add your wools. These are the pieces that you're going to use aren't that big, so that's why I tell you to keep your scraps, because you can use them in a lot of different things. I like this one because it was snowmen. It's called Snow Day Bowl Fillers. It's everything snowman. Lots of fun.
I like the little guy holding the heart with a scarf and the top hat, and he's got a little hat sash.
What color is his hat sash, Peter?
Red. Red.
You can make it dark green. And you, that's a good point, that even though he's got this color of a hat, sash, or scarf, you can change those to what you
Whatever
have.
your scraps are.
Exactly. And this is a fun one. This is called Stitching Time. And I think Lenine's making this sample, so you'll see these out on the floor soon. I thought,
Cool.
why is this so not fat?
Where's the paper?
Yeah,
Where's the fabric?
She's got the fabric. She's
They're
making
pre-printed
this one.
Fabric.
So this is one that you could have out every day in your sewing room or by your stitching chair. The others are seasonal, but those are the bowl fillers. Now here on the table, we have this one, and this gives you an example. This is the fabric that is included in the kit. There's your embroidery stitches and your wools that you would add.
And the sweater is part of the fabric.
That is the fabric. So the sweater and his scarf, so it's his face, his hat that you would add, and then the embroidery stitches. So this is a sample of what these type kits have.
And then they just use a simple homespun for the back.
Mm-hmm. For the back, and then to make the banner holder, and then to add buttons if you have a button box.
I like those buttons added there. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 years.
They don't all have to be the same either. They can be different buttons by what you have.
How fun is that?
Yeah. Be creative, So, this one is, I think, called Frosty Friends.
And this one's available.
Yes, this is in the shop.
Yeah, we have just a few left of that before we sell out and reorder again.
This, when we first got this, we could not keep it in.
We still can't.
I know.
This starting right now, this time of year, this will sell out and we will have to reorder this like 2 or 3 times.
Yep. So that's a popular one. I like the one with the little chickadee on his head.
Oh, I didn't see that little chickadee.
Yeah, see, there's so much to see.
Well, usually I see it hanging on the wall, so it's not this close.
Yeah. So, in following this theme...
What do we got? What do we got?
We've got a Happy Halloween banner. How cute is this? So, again, it's the same as the Frosty Friends, but these are Halloween. And when I was putting out my fall decorations, I had bought a little banner. It was probably a little smaller than these, and it was made out of scrapbook paper, and it was really cute, scrapbook paper and ribbon and all kinds of stuff, and I hung it up and I went, well, that's really cute, that adds a lot. So I mean, these aren't that big. They may not fit like across your mantle on the fireplace, but hang it on a shelf, hang it over a mirror, hang it where you just need a little bit of something. So that's a Halloween one. I think that's really cute. I like the cat and the owl and the pumpkins.
The owl had too much coffee.
Owl's eyes are big anyway.
The owl is wide awake.
Well, how can he stay awake at night and keep watch over everything if he doesn't have big eyes? Okay, and the next one to go along with our snowmen, this is called Christmas Cheer. And this is Santa and his reindeer and his snowman friend. Same concept. You get the printed pieces.
Could I do it like all deer?
You'll only get 2. There will only be 2 in here. But
am I able to cut more shapes out? Because that's just on pre-printed fabric, right?
Right. You won't have the pre-printed.
The pre-printed, something on him is pre-printed.
This background
I gotcha.
here.
So if you want more deer, you just buy 2.
Right.
And then you got 4 deer.
Yeah. And then you could do 4 snowmen and give that as a gift and throw in a couple Santas there. So there's a lot you can do. So to go along with those, Lenine fell
Cappy
in
loves
love.
those stockings.
The Jingle Bell stockings. And again, these are pre-printed backgrounds. You add your wool and your embroidery stitches.
That's a really good background on that.
And these would be quick stitches for gifts if you're looking for a little something. Or if you know a crafter who likes wool, you could buy the kit, get the backing, the floss, bundle it all together, and you've got a really nice gift for somebody. I'd like something like that for Christmas. I'll have to tell my kids.
Hey, Julie, get busy.
Okay, and here is another one. This is a framed picture, and it's called Joy. And this you don't get the background. but you would add your wool and flannel for your background, or if you have a homespun that you like, you could use that. And the pieces you would cut out on your wool, fuse them on, stitch around them, add your embroidery stitches, and you've got a fun little decoration. And I think it fits in a 8x10 frame, so it's not huge, but it's cute.
I'd love to see that one done up. That's pretty.
Yeah. Oh, and then here's one of my favorites. Not that they all aren't my favorites, but sugar cookie ornaments. These are really cute. You can make all those little ornaments, and they do look like sugar cookies.
Oh, how precious is that little bear.
You can add these to the ornaments that you're doing through the club. You could have a whole tree full of just nothing but wool ornaments.
I need that little bear in my life.
Well, you got to get the rest of them, Peter.
He's so cute. So what's going on that bear? Is that you have a wool background and then a wool foreground?
This tan that's around the outside, that is your background. And then you, like on the tree and the bear, you would stitch those pieces over the top, kind of like we did with ours, except on this you want the background to show because that's the edge of your cookie. This is the icing and the decorations.
Yeah, I can see why you like that pattern. That's really cool. It's got a lot of fun ones.
fun.
Oh, it's another sewing
Yeah,
thing.
so another company, Wooden Spool Designs. We chose several of them. This is a songbird sewing book, and I think that's cute. And they're not real big, so you can tuck them in your project bags for
that's cute.
your wool. I hope you use project bags for wool and for cross stitch, even your quilting, if you have an area that you do all your handwork in. But this is pattern only. You would add your wool. And it doesn't give me measurements on the back. And you can use snaps or Velcro to close it up. But this is fun. Again, small pieces. And here I'm getting excited about fall and Christmas, and here we have a pattern called Summer Days. And this is just a little penny rug that you could put on a table. It would even look cute in a frame, just kind of floated on a frame like the snowman in the mitten was. But I love watermelon, so that's probably one I would have to do.
I didn't eat enough watermelon this year.
Oh my gosh, I did.
I think I only had 2 slices of watermelon.
Oh my gosh, my husband doesn't like watermelon, so if I buy a watermelon, I eat the whole thing over a course of time. So I usually get them, I chop them up, put them in a Tupperware container and put them in the refrigerator. It's a great snack. Just go grab
I
a
still
bowl.
remember my mom teaching me how to thump the watermelon at the grocery store.
Yep. Okay, if you like gnomes, we have Ho 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 Santas. There's 3 Santa gnomes here that you can make. And it looks cute with the little bit of embroidery stitches that they put on there. Again, these are small. You could just tuck them into little places. I like finding little things like this in unexpected places. It's like, oh, well, that's a good idea. All right, and the next one we have, if you're into switching out for the seasons, this is called canning jar bouquets. And they have your 4-season canning jars, and then the bouquets inside go for the different seasons.
I could see Sandy going for that.
Her name's not on this one.
Did she see it?
Yeah. Yeah. But these
I
are
could see
cute.
Lenine going for that.
Yeah.
Is her name on it?
No?
Is your name on it? Anybody's name on there?
Nobody's name is on
Oh,
there.
man.
I already got mine. They're at home. And then to go along with your little Santas and everything else, you gotta have a woolly winter forest. Aren't those cute trees?
Yeah.
Now, I will point out on this, sorry if I keep moving it too
Need
much.
those on my desk.
This is an antique oil can, and this is the spout that the tree is on top of.
How smart is that?
Yeah, this is probably just like a little candle holder that they used, and this is a wooden spool. I can't see what this one is on, but you know, if you're an antiquer or if you have those at home, there's another use for them.
I like the snow on the ground.
Yeah, the buttons.
Yep.
That's cute. So always, always, always look at your pattern and see how they finished it, how they are displaying it, because you can get a ton of ideas of what to do. Would I have thought of putting buttons on the ground for snow? No.
No.
But Peter, he saw it, so
It'd be a good snow scene.
yeah. And you know, you could tuck the little gnome Santas in there.
It's cute how they added bows on the trees. I wouldn't have thought of putting bows on there.
Well, this one, that is applique on. This one they use string with the button.
I like that wooden button with that string. I like the pom-poms too. They used pom-pom and rickrack.
Yep. So
And I like how that's plaid.
yeah.
Instead of them all being the same, they're all
Right.
different. Love it.
Yeah, this one back here, he's just got rickrack and a couple buttons on him. So he's kind of the plain tree, but that's okay. This one that says "Let It Snow."
That'd be fun to give as a gift and then personalize it by putting their name on the
Oh, yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Okay, we're jumping ahead to Easter. So Cherished is another company that we like, and these are just little pillows.
Turn
Or
Turn it
Oh.
sideways.
you don't like sideways bunnies?
I want. There we go.
You can do pillows or you can stuff them. There's a freestanding fat bunny and a tall, skinny freestanding bunny. A bunny pillow, an Easter egg pillow, a lamb pillow, and a bunny with egg pillow. So you've got a combination of things. Those of you who have dough bowls or a bowl that you fill up with little pillows, this would be fun for Easter, and maybe some of that crinkle shredded paper. Don't use the plastic stuff. I don't like that. So that would be fun. And you know, you could get started on this now and have it ready for Easter when it rolls around. But now we're going to jump back to winter. And Best Friends, the snowman holding a cardinal. And this is in a white tray that's available from So Cherished themselves. And they attached it with magnets so that you could take it off and add a different one so you have multi-use with your display piece. And you could do a lot to dress this up. I don't know, what did they do? They just have it there. Yeah, that would be a quick stitch. Lots of fun. Now we're going to jump to summer again. And here's a beekeeper from Primitive Gatherings, and it's a scissor holder. You could
I
probably
like that.
tuck other little things in there with your scissors.
Candy bars.
That's important. Just don't forget they're in there.
Oh, those would make good tea sash holders
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give them
with
as a
your little
gift.
honey sticks.
Oh, perfect. See? Great minds think alike.
Put it in a ball jar, a collectible ball jar.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. See, you can do a lot of other things other than what they have decided.
That's pretty.
Yeah. This was a very pretty pillow. And it's
Lisa does good work.
called Thankful Life from Primitive Gatherings. And that would add to your fall decorations. Pop it on a rocking chair. If you have a large area, you need something that's big, you could set that on there. But I guarantee you people won't use it as a pillow. They would avoid it at all cost. So that's a fun one. And this one I really like. It's a country pumpkin runner, and it's done on toweling with lots of oranges and greens, and
How fun is that?
yeah, I mean you could do a lot with this.
All your fall wool.
Yeah, And if you
Oh,
want,
and I like that little cake stand. What are those called? Those 3-tier.
oh, it's a
What is that? Where it's tiered.
it's a 3-tiered display. Which that's another good point. The little pillows, you could
Yeah.
tuck them in there.
I like those 3-tier things. I would love to fill one of those up with something.
I
with
had
wool.
one and I couldn't keep up with it, so I gave it away. So I found a dough bowl, and that was even better. So this one, I don't know if it went home with me or not. But that's a really good pattern.
I see you saved the best for last.
I did. Bonnie Sullivan is the designer for All Through the Night, and she has a book called Butter Mold Sampler. And there are 30 designs in this book, and you can make a quilt out of it, which is kind of the main thing I think she has in there. But she also has some other great ideas, and that's the thing. I always tell people, think outside the box. Would I make a quilt with all of these? Probably not, but maybe. But she had some great ideas, and what I really appreciate about her. Can I open the book yet?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just showing some
Inside,
close-ups.
well, and there's a whole lot more on the back.
Well, there's 30.
I know. Here she shows you the quilt.
Oh, that quilt is beautiful.
Yeah. And
That would look awesome hanging above the couch.
yeah, you can see all the different design. There's fruit, there's animals, there's flowers, there's, oh gosh, a whole lot of stuff. And
So
the
pretty.
thing I really appreciate is here she gives you a little history about butter molds and how she came to design these.
Get a close-up of that butter mold.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the designs that are inside, that if you put your butter in there, that design would be on the top side of your butter. Which she took those designs and then created these small patterns to come up with the quilt. And after I saw this, like, oh, I gotta find me some butter molds.
Yeah, we gotta
Which-
find some butter molds.
I'm on the hunt. We're going
To
I hope
Nashville.
we're stopping at one of my favorite antique malls in Markle on our way to Pokagon. So I'm kind of on the lookout for these, and a pie safe. So we're taking my truck. So if I find one, it's coming home with me.
Take your truck and fill it up.
And I will. So here in the back, she gives you other things other than the quilt. You can make just kind of like a penny mat. I think that's what they call them. A mini penny, which you can, set around. Here she took one and put it on a stool that she found at a local craft store, which I think is cute. I mean, you can display that a lot of different ways. Here she put it on a pouch, which you could hang off of a hook or on a doorknob with different fillers in it. And this is what I love. She took them and did punch needle. These patterns are small enough that you can trace out the pattern and do punch needle on them. Now you would have to choose your flosses, but how cute is that?
That's cute. It wouldn't be hard to do with all the DMC
No.
we have and all the...
Well, and
all
all
the
the
floss.
DMC that you're getting with your kits too. So there's
Oh, right.
5 different ways that you can utilize this book, and it's, I don't have a price on it, but this is a great value for all the things that you could do, all the different ideas. So I'm excited about cracking into this book, but there's so many other projects on top of it. So, but that's exciting. I really appreciated this book and how she gave you a little bit of the history behind and what her inspiration was. And I'm just looking forward to life slowing down a little, maybe, but it seems like it's speeding up even more for me. And I keep looking at the calendar going, I cannot add one more thing. And then one of my grandkids called and says, hey, Grandma, it's Grandparents' Day. Will you come over to Ohio? I'm like, sure, I'll be there. Or birthday parties, or we've got one of those this weekend too in Ohio. So we're headed there for a football game that my grandson's playing in, my other grandson's birthday party, and then we come home, pack up, and head out. So I've thrown a lot at you today. Don't forget your ornaments. I wanted to get that in the beginning. Don't forget your ornaments, but keep these other patterns in mind. And we want to give you a variety of things that you can stitch. There is another designer that I want to look into some of their stuff that we've had a couple of their patterns here. It's called Crane Designs, but they've got some really interesting, cute patterns. So be watching for new stuff showing up in the wool department. Come shop it. We've had people in that department every day looking and buying. And if you see something out there that we have somehow missed, give us a call. Let us know. We'll do our investigative work and figure out how to get it in here. So enjoy the fall weather that's coming. I hope things are slowing down for you. My garden is down to, I think, 4 tomato plants and the pepper plants, but after this weekend, I think there's not going to be any. But that's okay. I did not have the heart to pull out plants that had a beef master this big in it. It was green. It's starting to turn red, so I can go ahead and pick it and let it ripen on the windowsill and have a good beefsteak tomato sandwich. So keep sending us your pictures, what you're doing, keeping up. If you're behind, that's okay. I'll tattle on myself. I'm way behind. So the samples that you see, we had gals here in the shop that stitched these up. So all mine are in a basket, and I keep thinking I should get those out and get them all prepped and ready to go, and other things get in the way. Oh, wanted to give you a little progress report on Birdie's Year. That's the new club that we're going to be starting in February of 2024, and it is by All Through the Night, Bonnie Sullivan, and I am loving it. I have all of the wool stitched down on one block. I need to do the border before I bring it in, and it will be on the class sample
Oh,
wall.
cool.
So hopefully next month I'll be able to show that to you. I hope to have it in the shop by Friday. I'm excited about that club. I mean, I know it looks daunting. It's not a small little ornament that you can hang on the tree, but it is something substantial, and it combines a little bit of quilting with your wool. And if you haven't signed up for it, I encourage you to. I think it will be fun, and after having done one, I'm excited about it. Lots of good stuff. So go on the website. I believe it's called Nancy's Birdie's Year. So that's how you could search for it. So have a great day. Enjoy the rainy weather to get something done. And we'll see you next month with our next ornament. See you soon.